How many times has this happened to you? You like an image that is only available in low quality. For instance, you saved some cool Instagram images from your feed, but realized that they are way too small and blurry. If you zoom in, you'll see the pic falling apart into pixels, being riddled with artifacts and distorted colors. This happens because social media engines compress the images that you upload. This way the image will be smaller and it will be easier for the application to process it. Naturally, when you download images from social media, they don't restore their initial quality, but there are ways to make these images look better in post-processing. For instance, if you want to print them, I'll tell you how to improve an image with PhotoWorks. I use this photo editor because it has all the tools I need, from a simple exposure fix to more complex AI-based auto-enhancing features. Although PhotoWorks is a powerful program, even a newbie won't have much trouble mastering it. The workflow is easy, there are tons of tutorials online and even prompts right within the software. You can download PhotoWorks if you follow the link in the description. This photo editor has a free trial period, so you can give it a go risk-free. If you decided to buy it, you'll get an awesome discount, so make sure to click that link. But back to our topic. The first way to improve the look of your image is by changing its size in pixels, or changing its resolution to be exact. This is also called upscaling. The program's algorithms restore the image's resolution, making it look more detailed. But you have to remember that PhotoWorks isn't all-powerful when it comes to restoring images, so the higher the resolution of the source, the better the result you will get. There I opened a picture with PhotoWorks. Now I switch to the Files tab and pick Resize and Save. In the pop-up window, I choose pixels. Now I need to set the new dimension. Since I want to keep the proportions intact, I need to activate this lock feature. Now I simply type in one dimension and the program calculates the other one automatically. I can also choose the level of sharpening that should be applied to the photo. Then I hit apply and save my image. By the way, you can adjust the quality of your photo with this slider and see how it affects the file size. Sometimes you need to achieve something more than higher resolution. If you need to make your images sharper and get rid of distracting artifacts, there is a three-step way to do that. First, let's read the photo of pixelation and artifacts. I'll just blur the image a bit, then sharpen it. I'll switch to the Tools tab and pick the Noise Reduction tool. This tool is designed to erase digital noise from photos, but it will also work in my case. It will help me erase artifacts and make the picture smoother. So I'll just set the effect amount and let the program do its job. Let's also zoom in to see the changes and their intensity. Here we have pixels on the trees, so I'll just crank up the effect to make them less visible. Now I'll just press the I button to see the before. You can surely see the smoothing now. Let's hit apply. Now the image looks too blurry, but that's exactly what I've been aiming for. This effect conceals the artifacts. Now let's sharpen the photo. I'll switch back to the enhancement tab and pick the sharpness tool. I'll adjust the effect carefully to leave the image crisp and clear and not bring back the artifacts. This method helps you improve the overall look of your photo, but you can also enhance the photo locally to get rid of the remaining artifacts. I'll just zoom in on the face as it has red spots all over. First I'll pick the clone stamp tool from the retouch tab. I'll make the brush smaller for better control. Let's make the brush match the size of the red spot. Now I simply paint over the spot, then move this selection to find the donor area. I'll also change the opacity setting to make the cloning more subtle. I don't want this selection to look too raw. This will soften a bit. While working with the clone stamp, first you need to retouch all the flaws and only then hit apply. This is really convenient. Now I'll adjust the brush size once again and work with this flaw. The shape of the selection can be random, it doesn't have to only be circular. Now let's have a look at what we've got. The image looks so much better, but there are still flaws to fix on the forehead. Let's also get rid of the artifacts on the beard by simply cloning the hair. This will look inconspicuous. Now I certainly like the way the face looks, but there are still areas in the picture that bother me, namely the model's t-shirt. It's riddled with a red spot. I'm going to use the adjustment brush on them. Let's zoom in on the t-shirt, switch to the retouch tab and pick this brush. I'll now set its size and paint over the flaws. Sure, you can try and fix the whole t-shirt at once, but it's better to work on it locally. You'll have a better result. Now I lower the saturation to make the t-shirts shed those red spots. I also want to blur the t-shirt a bit to smooth the edges of these red artifacts. Looks much better. Now I'll make the brush bigger and once again paint over the flaws of the t-shirt. You don't have to be overly precise. This tool is no clone stamp. I really like the adjustment brush when it comes to editing big areas of the image. Later I'll show you another trick with this nifty tool. Now let's wrap up restoring the t-shirt. I hit apply and there we go, a nice looking outfit. This whole restoring process is quite time consuming, so I'd advise you to only fix the biggest, most visible flaws and let the rest of the smaller ones be. Here comes the last image for today, a lovely nighttime landscape. You can see now that visible lines cross the sky. It usually happens with low quality images, as there are so many hues and gradients in the sky, especially when it's dusk. When you lower the picture quality, the gradients become less subtle and smooth and start looking like this. I'll fix this problem using the adjustment brush. I'll switch to the retouch tab and pick this tool. Now I need to set the brush size. I'll go with the large brush, since the sky takes up a big chunk of the photo. Also, I'll make the feather big as well, as we need a more subtle approach. The rest is simple, just point over the sky and be careful to leave out the houses. Now I'll switch to the sharpness tab and blur the selection. See, the lines are vanishing. I'll also add some sharpness to keep the sky clear. Actually, this step is up to you. Play with the settings until you feel satisfied. And there we go. I have shown you 3 doable and really effective ways to improve your quality of your images. Now you can make your favorite photos look so much better. If you like this video, make sure to give it a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel. We post interesting videos several times a week. Any photography enthusiasts will find a tutorial to their liking. Thanks for watching and see you next time.